and welcome back to my channel. So for those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Imana, and today I am going to be doing a deep dive review on this replica Louis Vuitton Croisette bag in the Demier Azure canvas. So if you're ready to see how I like this bag, what my thoughts are on the bag, is it good, is it great, then definitely stay tuned. But before I get too far into this video, I'm gonna go ahead and do my subby shout outs. Subby shout outs today. I have one in particular that really inspired me a bit, but I have three. The first one goes out to Amara Moreau, and then the other one goes out to Jeanette Tanico. I hope that's how you pronounce your last name. And then this last one, it goes out to Agata Glowwalk. So I'm assuming that you've been a subscriber for a while, because with your comment, you were very detailed and very specific within saying that you feel that some of my videos have been a little bit different, which they have. I've been doing a lot more unboxings and not so much reviews. So I do want you to know that I did see your comment. Thank you so much for bringing that back to my attention. I will say that I've been doing more unboxings so that people can actually see my initial reactions when I open the bag. I've noticed that when I was doing more so reviews, I would still get so many questions on, okay, but do you really like the bag? Are you just saying this because you're on camera? How do we know if your, reactions are authentic after you've already been able to see the bag and stuff like that? So I started to do more initial unboxings so that you guys could see like my facial expressions and everything, so that it doesn't seem like I am masking any of my opinions towards some of the bags. But I do see that you want more of a detailed review of the bag, which does require me to open the bag off camera. It requires me to spend more time with the bag, just kind of staring at it, looking at authentic pictures, looking at, other videos and things of that nature. So it's more that goes into it other than just, opening a bag and things like that. Now, I will say that for a lot of the bags that I have done unboxings for, I have had time to like carry those out and just kind of see how I like it. So I'm thinking that in the month of July, we'll be doing more reviews on the actual bags that I have already unboxed. So I hope that like helps. I just want you to know, like, I wasn't offended by your comment at all. I do agree. I have been doing more unboxings and I have kind of gotten away from a lot of the deep, detailed reviews, but I got you, babe. In this video, I will be doing a deep dive on this bag, how it looks, how close it is to the color and all that other stuff. You also mentioned shipping times. Now, I will say the reason why I don't really give shipping times is because they are never consistent. So what I don't want to do is, say, okay, well, it only took 5 days for mine to come in. And then somebody else says, well, I've been waiting a month. And they're like, well, you said that it only takes this long. So they are not consistent. And I don't feel comfortable with even giving you a range. So that's kind of like my little spiel on shipping. So sorry that was such a long intro, but I did want to go ahead and do my subby shout outs, and I did want you to know that I read your comment and I do see it. So now, if you haven't already and you're still here and want to see what this review is, then definitely go on ahead and click that subscribe button. But if you're anyone who's like me, it typically takes me about 2 or 3 videos to go on ahead and subscribe to someone's channel. So I'll have a video here for you, and right here for you. And after you watch 1 or all 3 of those videos, hopefully you'll go on ahead and subscribe and join the family. So now, without further ado, honey, let's just go ahead and hop into this review. So here is the bag that I have. Now, if you guys have been with me for a while, then you would know that I have already reviewed a bag like this, but it was from a different seller. It was from last year and all that other stuff. So this is a newer bag from a seller that you guys are pretty familiar with. It's actually the same seller of who I got this bag from. And as you can see, just like on camera, I'm pretty sure you guys can already see like the color difference and all of that other stuff. So first thing I'm gonna go on ahead and hop into is the packaging. So I did go on ahead and take pictures of what the packaging looked like, and I'll just have like some of those pictures going right here. So the packaging was nice. It did come in a box. It was very well wrapped. All of the chains on it, any of the gold parts were wrapped up in like the plastic and in tape. So I took those off. I think I still have one more piece of tape that I can't get off with these nails on. But the bag was packaged really, really nicely. It did come in a brown mailing shipping box. I don't believe that there was any like blue ribbon wrapped around this box, but it did come in a really nice box, so I appreciated that. Like I said, shipping time, it varies, maybe 2 weeks, maybe a month. It just varies. It also depends on who the seller is shipping with. So shipping times are just very inconsistent. So now as far as the bag, so first looking at this bag looks exactly like the other one that I had before as far as the color difference. So I truly believe that the undertone of some of the Demier Azur canvas should be more of a cream. So I've noticed between this bag and this bag, they both have pink undertones and not so much like tannish cream undertones like this one. So when I'm out in public, I am kind of looking at other people's bags and it doesn't really look like they have a cream undertone. I actually did have a babe send me pictures of her authentic Neo Noue bag and I could instantly see the color difference on it. And that's just from me kind of like looking at the bag and then seeing that I have two different canvases. Now, I don't believe that Louis Vuitton is changing it to a pink undertone, but if some of you guys have bought recent Demier Azur canvases within the last year or within the last 6 months, then definitely comment down below. Are you noticing that it has more of a pinkish undertone or is it still a cream? Because I believe that it should be a cream undertone, but that was just one of the things that I wanted to point out there as far as what the color of the bag is looking like. And like I said, you guys are probably not going to be able to pick that up on camera, but it's something that I can see in person. So wanted to go on ahead and tell you guys about that. As far as the pattern placement of like where the Louis Vuitton Paris is, it matches up pretty well to the authentic one. I did look online, and then it also has the Louis Vuitton right here, and it matches up pretty well to the one that I saw online. Now, the first little implication that I did see is right here, and I still very much have tape on this part. Like I said, I couldn't get it off in the moment that I was trying to get it off. But as you can see right here, it says Louis Vuitton Paris right there. And it looks like the Paris is kind of, it just looks different. So whereas this one is fully engraved on this metal part right here, on the authentic one, it kind of looked like Paris comes down a little bit. It just kind of dips. Now, if I'm out in public and I see someone else carrying this bag, I'm probably not even gonna really notice how the Louis Vuitton Paris is looking. I'm just gonna be able to see this part. I got glasses, so I'm not squinting that hard to see like if the Paris is dipping or whatever. But I did wanna put that out there that that is one part that I did see that was different. Another part that I did see that was slightly different is on the back of the bag. So it doesn't look horrible, but just kind of like where this stitching comes down right here. So you kind of see how you have like the two little squares that say Louis Vuitton. So those are where they need to be, but I do believe that you should see a little bit more of the square pattern come down right here, and then I'm just kind of not seeing that. It's, you know, kind of up in the stitches. So on the authentic bag, it just looks like this is dropped down a bit, and that could just be from the cut of the bag or whatever the case may be. It looks like there's about 2 full pieces of fabric that was used to make this bag. It doesn't seem like everything was fully connected. So maybe while there was like a stitching process going on, or like I said, while it was being cut, it might just be a little bit different, but I did want to point that out there. So that's that. And then the inside of the bag is this beautiful pink. I absolutely love this. I think this is so pretty. It also does have like the little Louis Vuitton Paris France thing right there, and then there's a little pocket. There's a very, very slight factory smell, but nothing that's too strong. And the smell is more so on the inside of the bag, not the outside. So I'm guessing that if I were to just kind of like maybe put some dryer sheets in here and just kind of let it air out, then it would be fine. But I really do think that this bag is really, really pretty. And then it does come with the tassel on the side. I see how they have it on the website. I just kind of added mine to the side of the bag. Now, red glazing. I know that we're also probably going to get questions about that. So the glazing is definitely there. I will say that if you do have the authentic one, then just comment down below, does this look too red to you? The only authentic piece that I have that maybe I could compare this to is my Speedy, because it has red glazing on the handles of it. I will say that it is a bit dark. The glazing is definitely a bit dark, but in my opinion, if I were you guys and I didn't like how the glazing looks, for those of you who have been around for a while, you know, I'm just gonna say stick a scarf on it and it'll be fine. But then you'll probably be wondering, okay, well, what do I do about like the crossbody if I don't just want to carry a top handle? I will say that there are some solutions out there on how to kind of dull this down. Some people have sent me DMs. I personally have not tried them, but there are some solutions out there to where you can try. And the reason why I say I don't always try them is because I don't want to mess up the bag. Like, let's say I were to gift this to somebody, or I wanted to gift it to someone, and then I was trying to dull it down. I didn't exactly know what I was doing, and then I messed up the bag, and now I can't even gift it to anyone or give it to anyone else because it's messed up. So I haven't really dibbled and dabbled in trying to fix the glazing on the bag. I personally just put a scarf over it. And then if I put a scarf on it, it's really cute and I like it. And I also like to accessorize my bag. So that's something that I just like to do. And that's just kind of like my opinion on it. But the other thing that I will go ahead and show you is kind of like how to open the bag. The open and close is fine. There's no issues there. There's no like zippers on the bag or anything like that. Like I said, I'm really in love with the inside of this bag. And I will say that since this is my second replica, and I do like this style bag, I try to ask myself, like, is this something that I could see myself purchasing the authentic version of? And I have to say, I really don't know. And the reason why I say that is because this bag retails for $17.90. That was more than my Neverfull, and it was more than my Speedy. Both of those bags are way larger than this. Granted, I get they gave me like the little tassel and things like that, but for this size bag, I think that is just really, really overpriced, because if you think about it, after taxes, you're gonna be paying about $2,000 for this bag of that size. Now, what I will say is that Tory Burch at the outlets, maybe like a year ago, I did see a bag that was of this style from Tory Burch, and I really, really liked it. I don't even remember the style of the bag. I was just out at the outlets one day and I said, ooh, that reminds me of the Louis Vuitton Croisette bag. And at the time, I didn't think about purchasing it. I thought that I'd be able to find it online. Went online, I can't find it. I haven't been back to the outlets in almost a year, really. So I don't even know if Tory Burch has that style, but I will say that I do like this style bag. I can also say I just don't know if I would want to spend almost $2,000 on the authentic one. Just because of the size. Like, I literally did not even spend that much on my Neverfull GM, and nor did I spend that much on my Speedy. So for a canvas bag like this, knowing that, you know, my handles are gonna turn and things like that, to spend about $2,000 on it, I think that is probably a bit much for me. Now, if I did have to pick, because I have been telling you guys that I did want to get like a demier azur piece, I just didn't know what piece I wanted. I do like the style of the Speedy, and I have carried this bag out once and I do like it very, very much. So I'm thinking that maybe I would get the Speedy in a smaller size in the demier azur canvas. I like the Neo Noir. I haven't really given it a chance to really carry it out. I think this bag is about $1,700 as well. It is definitely bigger than the Croisette, but would I get my cost per use out of it? I'm just not entirely sure. So I don't know if I would want to spend the money on this type of bag. So from the three that I have, I'm definitely thinking that maybe the Speedy 25 would be the way to go for me. Just because, like I said, I already have a Speedy. I like the style of it and things like that. So that's kind of how I feel about that. But yeah, so I hope that you guys have enjoyed this review. Definitely comment down below. What do you think about this bag? Is it something that you would get? Would you spend the money to get the authentic version of it? Or just kind of like, what are your thoughts? Because I really kind of want to know. Like I said, I don't think that I could see myself spending almost $2,000 on that size of a bag, but I do think that it is very, very pretty. I do think that it's perfect for like spring and summer when you're out running errands and things like that. So yeah, but other than that, babes, that just about wraps it up for this video. I truly hope that you guys have enjoyed it, and I will see you babes in my next one. Bye.